everybody, it's Pastor Matthew here.
And Pastor Ty. Trinity kids, it is so awesome to see you all again this week. And hello also to everyone watching from home.
All right, so your question of the week was, what's the best hiding spot you can think of? So if you're watching at home, pause your video now and answer together.
You know what, Matthew?
What?
I discovered something this week.
Mm-hmm.
Our church has some of the best hiding places you could think of. Do you want to see them?
Let's do it. All right, before we jump in, let's remember that the Bible tells one big story, a story that we are all a part of, and what we're going to read today fits right here.
Now here's what you need to watch for as you listen to God's word together. The first is a rope.
Oh,
What could a rope have to do with today's story? And also, this is going to be fun. Today, while you're listening to the story, you're going to make a pile or stack something. It could be Legos, it could be blocks, it could be pillows, it could be plastic cups, shoe boxes, it could be anything you want.
Siblings?
You're going to stack, you can stack siblings, you can stack pets. All right?
Oh.
You're going to stack them. And whenever you hear about God helping somebody, you're going to add something to the stack.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yep.
Every time God helps, add something to your pile.
All right. And at the end of the story, you're going to knock all your stack down.
For real?
Yes.
How will we know when we're supposed to do that?
Oh, trust me. If you pay close enough attention to the story, you'll know when to knock it down.
Okay, I will take your word for it. And of course, you can always raise your hand if there's something in the story that you're wondering about. Share that with the rest of the Trinity kids, or if you're watching at home, share that with your family. That's always good conversation to have.
All right, get ready to pause your video, and you're going to choose two readers today because we're going to read story 43 and 44, starting on page 86. We're going to read Rahab's Help and Jericho Falls. Now, you might notice that we've skipped several stories this week. I hope that you will still read those at home as a family throughout the week to catch up. All right, pause your video and read your stories. Matthew, I told you you would know when to knock it down.
For sure. This story is like the ultimate Bible demolition project. Other than the walls collapsing, though, which was awesome, another incredible miracle that God does.
Yep.
What did you wonder about as we were reading, Pastor Ty?
I thought about the part about the spies sneaking into the city. That was pretty cool. And I wondered how they decided who was going to be the spy. Like, was it just volunteers, or did they have like auditions and they had to like test people's spy skills? You know what I mean? Like, how did they know?
Interesting. Yeah, I do know what you mean. Because this wasn't just a game. Like, it wasn't pretend. This isn't a Hollywood movie. They were actually going to go on a really dangerous mission.
Yeah, this was like life or death, and they almost got caught.
Right. So, what kinds of skills does a spy need?
Matthew, what are you doing? Matthew, what are you doing right now? Matthew!
Wait, can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
I'm spying.
You're not a very good spy. Matthew, was that you? What are you doing?
Confirm. The target is in sight. Confirming I can see the target. Target looks confused.
Matthew, I can
Target.
see you.
Shh.
I can hear
I'm
you.
spying.
You're spying on me? I can see you.
Oh, my keys somewhere? Shoot. Oh, okay. What's this? I'll have to deal with that later.
Come in the front door?
It's weird. I keep telling them to paint this spot. Oh, man.
Someone left this door open. I just want to say, we would be awesome spies.
Absolutely. The best. Trinity kids, next time you have a spy mission, you know what to do. Call us.
That's right.
All right, Pastor Matthew, what did you wonder about?
Well, here's the thing. The part that I'm wondering about isn't really very easy to talk about, actually.
Yeah? Like what?
Well,
Hit me with it.
yeah, I don't like the part where it says that the Israelites burned down the whole city. I mean, it's awesome, like what God does with the walls, and that's so cool, but the end feels weird. I think it feels really violent.
Yeah, I do absolutely know what you mean. The Bible shows us that God is love, and he wants
Right.
us to be kind, loving, and peaceful to others, but the story doesn't really feel peaceful at the end at all, does it?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Why would God have them do that?
All right, there are a couple things that can help us understand.
Okay.
First, the people of Jericho were incredibly evil people.
Hmm.
The way they lived and the things they did are so awful, I won't even be able to talk about them. They're so bad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's not that God wanted the people to die, but he did want to stop all the evil.
Okay.
Remember a few weeks ago we talked about this idea God is perfect, fair, and faithful?
Yes, I do remember that.
Yep. Well, we can be sure that even when something doesn't make sense to us, that God is always being fair. He is always doing what is right.
Okay. Yeah, that does help a little.
Okay, here's something else to think about. When God told his chosen people, the Israelites, to go into the promised land and take it over, they were supposed to always try to make peace first. Most of the people in the land didn't want to make peace though.
Okay. Now, see, I didn't know that, so that makes a difference. That helps.
Yeah, sometimes parts of the Bible can be hard to understand, but I've learned that if I keep trusting God to show me the truth and I keep studying his word, I understand more and more every time.
Wow, that's so good, so important. This story does show us that God is perfect, fair, and faithful. And it also reminds us that God is all-powerful. Remember the fancy word we learned for that a few weeks ago?
Oh yeah, you taught me that word. Omnipotato?
What? No.
Okay.
An omni-potato.
I got it. Omnipreposition.
No. It's omnipotent.
Right. Omnipotent.
Yeah,
God
omnipotent.
is omnipotent, which
Yes.
means all powerful. He's even powerful enough to knock down the huge walls of a fortress.
Boom.
Yeah, got
Yeah.
it.
All right, it's time for small group time, you guys. If you're watching at home, pause and follow along with the questions.
All right, we're going to pause again for prayer time. Now, today, as you pray, ask God to help you be brave like Rahab and Joshua.
All right, thanks for being here today, Trinity kids. It was so great to see you.
Yes, and if you are watching from home, we sure hope you can join us soon in person. We'll see you next week.